Rare images that'll make you say, damn, that's rare. These baby galagos might seem like the cutest animals next to bunnies until you realize the stench of their urine is probably resistant to everything the cleaning company has to throw down. This is how unsafe the tap water in the Siberian city of Zrenjanin is. The water contains arsenic and various other harmful contaminants and has been deemed unfit for use since 2004. This is a limited Bulgari Octo Finissimo Ultra, measuring an astonishing 1.7 millimeters thick. It is the world record holder for the thinnest watch ever made, with only 10 existing pieces. This fascinating school of synchronized grooved razorfish looks like the ocean's own barcode, the needles of the sea. This was the sudden moment a sedan launched over all 6 lanes of a highway in New York. Denzel would have loved this. A squirrel somehow filled the inside of an electric pole with hundreds of nuts to survive the winter. I feel bad about cashing in on his 401k, but these nuts are hazard prone. If this isn't the cutest video of 2025, I don't know what is. I legit just felt my heart flutter watching this adorable first-time interaction between a squirrel and a human. The man in this image is Simo Häyhä, the deadliest sniper in war history. He is credited with over 500 kills during the battle between Finland and the Soviet Union. That's more bodies than Stallone from all the Rambo movies. Check out China's magnificent 2,051-foot-high canyon bridge, the highest bridge ever constructed, based on its distance from the valley floor underneath. This frightening POV of a traditional wild honey hunter makes me feel like I underpay for my raw honey on Amazon. Also, why do they have to keep the bees so high up? Meet Yusuke Yukimatsu, a construction worker who quit his job and turned into an underground DJ the very same day he was diagnosed with brain cancer. The man realized time is fleeting and decided to spend his remaining days doing the one thing he loved the most. This is Russia's RT-64 radio telescope, a giant 64-meter telescope built over 50 years ago, used to study cosmic mysteries. It's now at the mercy of nature. Watch how this competitive firefighter scales a building in a fire sporting event. Bro's speed and agility are incredible. I almost pictured a giant gorilla throwing barrels at the top. Do not be fooled by its cute fuzzy shape. The puss caterpillar is covered in numerous hollow, venomous spines that cause searing, localized pain upon contact. This shocking footage shows a clever elephant disabling an electric fence, highlighting the species' advanced cognitive skills and their ability to adapt to human-made obstacles during threats to their habitat. This custom truck is equipped with a jet turbine for clearing snow, reaching a maximum temperature of 800 degrees Celsius. The powerful thrusts it produces instantly blow off surrounding snow. This rare photo is a composite image of a blood moon and a fireball meteor captured seconds apart by astrophotographer Ray Falls, a unique celestial phenomenon. The amount of energy contained in this single clip is mind-boggling. This is the sharpest view ever of a sunspot captured from Earth. This zip line has such a high drop that it trumps the Empire State Building. The zip ride is a popular tourist attraction in Hoona, Alaska, 400 meters above sea level, and stretches over a mile long. I'll be damned if this isn't the best merman I've ever seen. I would legit watch him for hours. He's so entertaining. You can tell he actually loves his job too. What a champ. This wildlife footage shows a male jacana incubating his nest of eggs, while the polyandrous female goes off to mate with other males, a breeding system rarely seen in animals. These patch units for tires are over 75 years old and are surprisingly still in usable condition. They were a classic DIY repair method common in the early 1900s and can still be used today. A ferry discovered a neglected horse with extremely overgrown hooves in Idaho and immediately came to its rescue, cutting down its years of layers with specialized tools. Cutting or impaling the outer part of a horse's hoof does not hurt them because that section is made of keratin, a tough, dead tissue with no nerves or blood vessels, similar to a human fingernail. I've never seen a more perfect clove hitch knot. This demonstration looks really seamless, but I know there were a lot of takes. This is Lee Stewart, a former police typing instructor who set a Guinness World Record for typing every number from 1 to 1 million in words on a typewriter, a feat that took him 16 years to complete. Top-tier dedication, if you ask me. This is a visual study on ADHD featuring a UCF student. In the first frame, he is watching a math instructional video, and in the second, it's a Star Wars film. Check out this cool 100-watt laser device capable of cutting through almost anything. Its beam is so powerful that you can go blind just by looking at it. This satisfying footage captured the exact moment a Middle Eastern waterfall resumes its flow after significant rainfall in the environment. We are witnessing the birth of a waterfall. This is underwater footage of the deepest known animal ecosystem on Earth, found 9,500 meters deep in the Pacific Ocean. Owing to the lack of sunlight, species here thrive through chemosynthesis, where chemicals from the seafloor are converted into energy. This tortoise owner recorded the moment it woke up from a 5-month hibernation. Unconventional as it seems, this is a safe method of hibernating when done correctly under controlled conditions. On December 17, 1968, Florida heiress Barbara Mackle was kidnapped in Georgia and buried alive in a coffin for 3 days before her rescue. When asked about how she survived, she said all she thought about was spending Christmas with her family. This is a stunning view of the Zhangjiajie National Forest Park in China. These towering quartz sandstone pillars were the inspiration behind the Hallelujah Mountains in James Cameron's Avatar, even being renamed due to the show's popularity. This church in Switzerland lights up its Christmas trees with fire and candles instead instead of electrically powered lights in a bid to create a unique traditional atmosphere for the elderly. So this is how the Eden whale secures its catch. It stays immobile with its mouth open at the water's surface and allows prey to accumulate within it before closing it in the nick of time. This was the moment a group of tourists in Tibet, ignorantly filming a massive avalanche, became overwhelmed by its sudden speed and attempted to run for cover. This is the giant Amazonian earthworm, a species of earthworm capable of growing up to 5 feet long. Yeah, these guys are definitely catching the early bird instead. The queen of the night is a unique flower that blooms around midnight once every year, releasing a captivating fragrance in its wake. This video captures the impressive moment a 7th grade student in North Dakota successfully completed a 4-shot challenge under 25 seconds, winning him $10,000. India is not for beginners, bro. I'm actually speechless. I don't think we actually appreciate how impressive this is. For my sanity, I'm going to convince myself that this is AI. A prankster walked into a fashion show dressed in garbage bags and everyone assumed it was high fashion till security kicked him out. I'm not sure if I should feel weirded out or fascinated by this. Meet Daniel Pierce, a baby born from an embryo frozen over 30 years ago to a childless couple in Ohio, technically making him the oldest baby alive. This high-tech car has an advanced programmable LED panel that allows it to display a custom U-turn indicator. This is a side-by-side comparison of 2 train crash tests with matching weights and acceleration, demonstrating the effectiveness of crash energy management technology. Check out this cool demo of the McMurtry Sperling electric hypercar, the first car in the world to drive upside down as a standard feature, owing to its astounding 2,000 kilograms downforce. These are the lush, surreal greeneries of Indonesia's Mokokawa waterfall, a hidden gem located in one of the country's most remote regions, providing the perfect getaway ambience. This was the sudden moment a hydraulic failure at an aluminum plant basically opened up a portal to hell, engulfing the entire workshop in mere seconds. Here's an exclusive behind-the-scenes peek of how the opening sequence for Severance 2 was filmed. The endless hallway illusion was achieved using a Cinebot to allow dynamic high-speed camera movements impossible for a human operator. Australia attempted an indigenously built rocket launch this year, its first attempt in over 50 years. The craft crashed 14 seconds after launch, but provided the team with valuable data for the next attempt. The camera guy was so optimistic too, I'm crying. This photo of Metallica with a random kid was taken in 1996. Management had made several efforts to find the kid in order to give him his own copy of the picture. A drunk homeless man joined in on an 8-kilometer race in Brazil in an attempt to cure his hangover. He surprisingly beat the entire track to come in first and received a medal of participation despite not registering. This is a close-up drone shot of cascading solidified lava flowing down a steep slope during a volcanic eruption in Iceland. This was the heated moment 2 brothers attacked their mother's murderer during a court sentencing in Ohio. Nearly 2 years after confessing to police and prosecutors that he stalked and killed his ex-girlfriend, Dale Williams admitted what he did to a judge and pleaded guilty. Both brothers were charged with assault and contempt of court and sentenced to 30 days in jail. This jaguar isn't a junkie. This is what happens to big cats when they get a whiff of catnip. Apparently, it's more of a crazy sensory stimulation thing than a drug thing. We can see what Botox does to facial expressions by checking out this side-by-side comparison of a woman's face before and after receiving Botox injections. The facial muscles give off a smoother look, but in exchange for limited facial expressions. A British supermarket released this ad to depict the famous 1914 Christmas truce during World War I, where British and German troops initiated a ceasefire in order to exchange gifts and celebrate the holidays. Sadly, all the soldiers from both sides ended up being reassigned or taken out of service. The generals weren't really into peace. They totally frowned upon that event. This young sea otter pup floating in the water looks so chill. I want to be him so bad. Fun fact, unlike most marine mammals, their primary form of insulation is an exceptionally thick coat of fur, the densest in the animal kingdom. Someone went to an early evening air show and a guy put a laser and a bunch of fireworks on his plane. It looks like something Pippin and Merry would set off at Bilbo's birthday party in The Lord of the Rings. This is a demo of a smoke cloak security system, a proactive security measure designed to deter theft attempts by filling the room with impenetrable fog, causing intruders to retreat. These guys really said screw the MLB and reinvented traditional baseball, combining insane athleticism, acrobatics, and comedic relief in their game shows. This ad demonstrates the effectiveness of the Roborock S8 Pro Ultra Vacuum. I'd like to see it get around obstacles in a house that isn't the literal definition of minimalism, though.
They just don't have any furniture, dumbass.
So this is intriguing. This group of British Columbia wolves is known as sea wolves, a wolf pack with a different DNA profile from mainland wolves. They are avid swimmers, and their entire diet consists of marine life. This spectacular life-size Technic Bugatti Chiron is an engineering marvel built entirely from Lego. The Bugatti model used over 1 million Lego elements in its construct and can move at top speeds of 20 kilometers per hour. This was the hilarious moment a suspect in a car chase dipped out through his car window. To be fair, the cops probably didn't know there was a passenger in the car and mistook the guy for a pedestrian who nearly got run over. This isn't a paint job. The piebald ball python is born with an emoji pattern on its skin as a result of a gene mutation caused by selective breeding. It's pretty fitting for a snake to have a fake smile. It adds to their grand masters of deceit front. These Ugandan women sure know how to throw down. This recording of an SGW match in Uganda shows the local display, which used to be carried out on bare soil until WWE superstar Cody Rhodes donated a wrestling ring to the group. This is how seals sleep underwater, cushioning between the sea rocks to prevent strong currents from sweeping them away. A cat owner built a custom wheelchair to help her disabled cat easily move around after a severe accident left it paralyzed. Despite her genuine efforts, though, cats will be cats. This was an eerie, not-so-usual encounter between a raven, a bear, and a wolf at a riverbank in Alaska, a symbolic trio for several indigenous tribes. During Antoine Lavoisier's infamous execution in 1794, the father of modern chemistry conducted one last experiment, asking his colleague to record how long his eyes would blink after being guillotined. He did so for 30 seconds. Watch how this Royal Malaysian soldier subdues a king cobra using his bare hands and calm, precise movements. Bro's balls must be bigger than anything this cobra can swallow. This was the moment a professional boxer countered a cocky opponent's sucker punch, knocking him flat out cold. This cute photo of a koala on a bus in Brisbane is probably a common sighting for Australians. This is railway footage of a steam locomotive forcefully ejecting burning cinders from its smokestack, a visual effect signaling inefficient combustion within its firebox. The Museum of Underwater Sculpture in Cyprus is the world's first underwater forest park, featuring over 90 sculptures by artist Jason DeCaires Taylor, designed as artificial reefs to promote marine life and ecosystem restoration. Located near Panera Beach, this unique underwater art installation offers a magical experience for scuba divers, snorkelers, and free divers, with its inert pH-neutral art transforming as sea life colonizes it.